Okay, folks, welcome to KW in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make a cholesterol-free omelet. Cholesterol-free, and pretty simple stuff, but there'll be no cholesterol in it, and it turns out to be pretty good. So let's just get started here. So I'm going to get the stove fired up here. What you want to do on this is we'll do our oil first. Put a little oil in there. Again, we'll see if we get this in here. It says cholesterol-free oil. And you can use anything. I use whatever. Put a little of that in there. And this is for the omelet. This will be for the omelet. And so then you start, what I do is I start tossing in some vegetables. You don't need a lot. And my potatoes will go over here. Then you just put some onions in there. Onions and whatever you want. Whatever you want. I like my omelet. I like to throw a lot of stuff in to get it going. So then I throw in a little of this, bean sprouts. I got some mushrooms. Mushrooms here to doctor it up a little bit. And so we got this. And am I missing anything? No, I think that's pretty good. So we start cooking this, and we start letting that fry a little bit, and we get that fired up, and we put a little pepper. Top it off a little. And this is going to be our omelet. Cholesterol-free. The whole world's on cholesterol medicine. And so we'll let that cook before we put our egg whites in there. Let me see if I can get any closer. You can see that baby kind of cooking now. And I cooked that up. I have some tomatoes, diced tomatoes that I'll put in, but I don't like cooking them right away because they get soggy. So I kind of throw them in for spice. So we got this fired up. So now I'm going to shoot you over here to my other frying pan, and we're going to knock off some fried potatoes. So same thing here. We'll put a little more juice in here. And put up here. And then we'll throw in our potatoes. We'll get this fired up. Just cut up some potatoes. Fire that one up. Get this up and so we put in some taters. And I also do the same thing with my potatoes. I put the potatoes in. Now again, this is all cholesterol free. People don't know what cholesterol is. Cholesterol is animal products. It's meat, dairy. Basically, I got onions in there, green peppers. I'm going to throw some mushrooms. I'm going to throw some mushrooms in my potatoes. Throw some mushrooms in there when I fry them. Spice them up a little. But cholesterol is animal products. Meat, dairy, ice cream. Bean sprouts. I love bean sprouts. So I put those in my potatoes, and we'll just crank away and let these cook. So you see we got some good fried potatoes here. We got our omelet going. Let me shoot back over to my cooking omelet. We'll get that over here. Now veggies they're cooking up pretty good there. So we got the potatoes cooking. We got the so that's cooking pretty good. So let me stir them a little bit here. Stir them up. I hate raw vegetables. Can't stand raw vegetables. And so that's what our omelet goes into our omelet there. But the potatoes here, let me cook them. So you see them are cooking, so we'll take a little break here and we'll be right back. Okay, now I just tossed in some tomatoes. Tossed in some tomatoes, and because you got to be careful with them. I don't like raw anything again. And if you can see, this says these are getting nice and cooked. These vegetables. Let me spin over to my potatoes now. Spin over to my potatoes, and then I'm gonna push these in. Now again, you can add any vegetables you want. You can make these any way you want. But again, there's no cholesterol. There's no cholesterol in any of this today that we're eating. Again, we're not eating any meat. So if you're a big bacon eater and got to have bacon, well, that's loaded with cholesterol. You better go to the doctor and get your cholesterol medicine. I mean, bacon's okay. I eat bacon, but I don't eat it a lot. I don't eat a lot of meat, but I do eat meat. I'm not a vegetarian, but I'm limited. I do climb all these mountains around here, so I hike steady, so I can afford to knock down some cholesterol, but most people can't. Okay, so there's our potatoes. They're becoming golden now. You see them here. Again, we just cook them, put them in here, and let them fry with all these vegetables. And you can add the vegetables of your choice. And now let's go back over to our future omelet right there. This is our future egg white omelet. When you look at this is looking really good. See, this stuff here is, I got all my vegetables cooked up. We're cooking them now. The tomatoes are in there, so they kind of fall apart, the tomatoes. And so there, we're letting these cook a little bit here again, and we'll take a break. Now we're back to our potatoes again. We're going to turn these babies over, and what you want to do kind of, you can see they're becoming pretty golden brown, and your vegetables are in there. And you can add again over and over any vegetables you want when you make your potatoes. But the better, the more, whatever you like. Whatever you like. This is getting, I turn this way down. Let me go over here and knock down my omelet stuff again. But then what I like doing is you have to kind of, to get the potatoes done, and you try to get it all done at the same time. So I put a little of this on, a little cover here. Little cover on it. I got kind of backwoods stuff here. So that's where we're at right now. Okay, so now we're ready for our egg whites, and this is what I use. They have it food colored, so it looks yellow, but they're egg whites. I'll show it to you what I like. They're colored yellow, so what it is let me get it down here. They're egg beaters, cholesterol free, no cholesterol in them. I like these. They color them yellow, and let me see here. Yeah, we got it here. So then I just pour it in here, make my scrambled eggs, kind of fill it up a little bit, and just kind of let it cook. So if you look at that now, that's going to be our scrambled eggs. And you can buy the egg whites. Then your scrambled eggs will be white. I like to be fooled, so I put in those, and then we just kind of let them cook. Let them cook here a little more. Crank it up, and we'll watch this as we go. And spin back over to the potatoes. And I'll try to keep my and-us down. And I do a lot of and-us, and-us, and And so we got the potatoes. They're looking good. Get them going here. We get them going. We get them going. But cholesterol is all animal product. Always remember that. Doctor says you got high cholesterol. Well, it's animals. It's meat, dairy. Any animal byproduct is cholesterol. Nuts don't have cholesterol. Sodas don't have cholesterol. Beer doesn't have cholesterol. Potato chips don't have cholesterol. Look at the bags. It's meat. It's meat, and more meat. And there's another I guess I should call this the video. But it's early here. I had a few beers last night, so. I love my breakfast in the morning when I'm not working. So, remember our potatoes frying. Now we got our omelet over here kind of going. And there's another we got to count the does. I'm going to have to edit the does out. So there's our omelet. Let me take a break here and refresh my does. I'm back again. So I'm going to have some toast. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to have some toast. And that's what I'm using. It's cholesterol free, no cholesterol. Looks like butter and stuff, but when I do my toast, here it is. No cholesterol. So I'll show you my toast here in a bit. Crank up the heat a little. Let me crank up the heat a little on this. Ooh, spill. I'm sloppy. I'm backwoods. This is not like your major kitchen stuff, let me tell you. Let me put them both out here now. Yeah, this is not your, oh my God, my potatoes. I probably should have put some more grease in them, but they are looking good. They're looking pretty darn good here. As you can see them. You got your vegetables in there. I gotta crank this down. They're getting there. They're getting golden brown, getting a little burnt. Not burnt, but we gotta crank them down here a little bit because they're becoming well done. But this will be cholesterol free, and it's a good breakfast. It's a good breakfast. If you want to keep your cholesterol down, so I gotta turn this down a little. This is getting pretty heated there. Okay. Now let me get back to my toast. Okay, let's go back into our omelet. Now I'll try to stay off to the side, but so we got to just kind of move it around a little, cook it, and they become, they're not omelets. It would be scrambled eggs. So, and again, egg whites, there's no cholesterol in egg whites. All the cholesterol is in your yolk, which I love. The yolk is the best part of the egg. So if you have egg sunny side up, which I love, I do have egg sunny side up. I'll knock down some bacon every now and then, especially some venison bacon. You know, venison bacon, bear bacon, which my family hunts. And there's another but as we cook this now, we get it fired up a little bit so we can get the flame is pretty low. But this is turning out to be okay. But these will be scrambled eggs. If you want to look at these potatoes are looking sweet. Oh my! Oh my goodness gracious alive! Let's go check on our toast. Okay, so we're back to our scrambled eggs. We're almost done. And this is our scrambled eggs. This is what our scrambled eggs look like. Non-cholesterol. No cholesterol. No cholesterol, baby. So they're normally white. You can buy the little white ones, and this would all be white. And they still taste good. And you put your salt, your pepper, whatever you want in there. I gotta probably add a lot of that when I get done. I don't think I put a lot of... And them egg yolks, I didn't check the sodium levels on that. But if you look at this, you can see this. I'm getting her down and cooking her. But these are turned out to be scrambled eggs. So you got like scrambled eggs here with all your vegetables, whatever you want in your vegetables, or for your vegetables. You just kind of add them. I mean, pick and choose. If you don't want any, you can. They taste pretty good, just regular the egg beaters. They're called egg beaters. Okay, so let's just cook them. I think they're getting pretty crispy. Our potatoes over here are pretty well done. My toast is done, so well, let me get my plate together and show you. Well, there it is, folks. There is my cholesterol-free breakfast. No cholesterol in that. I got toast. One of them got a little burnt. The butter is this stuff here that I showed you. Whatever it is. It's just no cholesterol. I don't really use the fake butter, to be honest with you. I don't use it. I use regular butter and so forth. But this is cholesterol-free. It just shows what kind of breakfast you can have with no cholesterol if you're watching your cholesterol. But if you toss in some strips of bacon and some meat, end it with a bowl of ice cream or a big glass of milk, that's all cholesterol. So cholesterol is animal byproducts, everything from an animal. And the world's on cholesterol medicine, and the doctors threatening you, and they lower the ratings, and then another 20 million go on cholesterol medicine. Big pharma. My suggestion is eat what you want and climb mountains. So, well, until I have my next good breakfast, I'll make a veggie pizza maybe next, or a cholesterol-free pizza. 10-4 breaker, good buddy, come on.